My favorite place in nature to think is the beach. I'm from the Bay Area, California, and going to the beach was a typical outing for my family, friends, and I when growing up. The beach became my safe space, my place of escape where I could come to reflect on not only my life, but the concept of life as a whole. The crisp air and sound of waves crashing against the shore always put me in a state of peace and allowed me to recognize the beauty on this earth. At the beach, there is always such a wide variety of life and plant form to see. This picture I took at a beach in Davenport shows a lineup of birds in the sky. Seeing a species so in sync and aligned in their early morning flight inspires me to consider the human species more deeply, that we all share this beautiful planet together, and that life is so much more satisfying when we can live in close relationship with one another. This is something I want deeply, and being at the beach allows me to recognize my desire to be at peace with everyone I meet. The beach allows me to think about human existence even deeper. The water in this photo, reflecting the people walking, reinforces the idea that us humans all tread the same track. That even if our lives are so different, we gather near these same spaces and follow a similar path. We are all the same at the end of the day, as we all want to find a source of happiness and comfort in the world. The open space on the beach is a place of gathering, a judgment-free zone to clear one's head. I admire how each beach is so different in form, and what makes each one stand out makes me feel like I am one with the earth, which stimulates my ability to think vividly. This picture I took with the multitude of rocks is from a beach called Pebble Beach in Monterey County, California. I find it so interesting that some of these rocks are so neatly stacked on top of each other. The image of this makes me think about the variety of human life and form on this planet. When I am at the beach, I think about the human lives that walk the same steps in the sand that I did, that took the time to stack these rocks in the first place. There are many beaches situated in affluent areas, near homes and popular downtown areas. Part of the reason why I enjoy thinking at the beach is because there is a sense of reality of how life is like when being at beaches in the heart of society. This photo is of a popular beach in Santa Cruz, California, known as Capitola Beach. This beach is located right in the center of a major downtown area in Santa Cruz, and the lineup of brightly colored, modern homes around it are indicative of the state of living some individuals are in. Living near a beach is often associated with living in a wealthy community, and a quote by Huey P. Long in his speech, Every Man a King, talks about being in America, the wealth and abundance of resources we have here. The reality of life is that there are different classes in society, and those people immersed near the beaches typically have a vast amount of resources at hand, sometimes too much. As I go to a beach like this one, I am reminded of this and think about my own place in an America that is still divided, where there exists poverty and struggle outside of something so visually perfect as the beach. Going off what I mentioned in the previous slide, the sense of abundance in our world extends to everything that is constructed around beaches, these unique features of beaches that inspire creative thought within me. The staircase in Mile Rock Beach in San Francisco, California, is an example of something notably added to the beach to not only help people get from one part to another, but allows for individuals to slowly take in the beach's beauty, step by step. I remember walking these steps and having the ability to stop and take in the view and reflect on nature's true beauty. The setup of beaches like this one, where I can see all the different parts of the landscape, is what draws me to the beach, as I use this as a source of inspiration for deep reflective thinking about my own life. Standing tall on this rock formation at a villa beach in California, there was power in seeing the water under my feet. As the waves crashed against rocks and sun directly hit my body, I felt hopeful about the outcome of my life. The situations and problems I was in seemed less intimidating when seeing something so immeasurable as the sea. In Martin Luther King's speech, I've Been to the Mountaintop, he addresses his hopefulness too, in the context of the goals of equality being achieved and his own role in the civil rights movement. He believes that justice would prevail and acknowledged better things would come. This is what I think about too, as I am immersed in the rawness of the beach's exterior. I am hopeful that good things will manifest, and that life is so unpredictable, but it typically works out in our favor at the end. In a similar picture taken at this beach tunnel is like a secluded escape. Something I enjoy about beaches is their direct contact with these rock formations that allow you to see your surroundings in a wider view. Coming to the beach during sunset, where the sun is settling down and broadcasting its orange hue on the water, is a sign that a new day is on its way, and it makes me consider the day I just had and think about what next in my life is to come. While I was in the Bahamas, I went to a pig beach and it felt so surreal, almost like I was in a different world. This experience was so unique that I thought about the concept of wonder. Catherine Schultz, in her TED Talk on Being Wrong, talks about in this quote the rediscovery of wonder, and being at this beach was a pivotal moment in my life because it made me consider all the other wonders of this earth. This is because I never thought a beach existed, with pigs freely roaming around until I was able to vacation in this area. Overall, the beach draws me in to reflect on the concepts of life and death, as often sitting by the shore and looking at the sky raises questions of what the end result of my life will be. Seeing images like the little boat on the sea inspires me to think about the nature of living, as pure and simplistic as possible. And as there is always these human-constructed methods of traveling in the sea, it reinforces to me how I want to understand and further contemplate how I want to reach my goals and further destination in life.